What would you do if a major hurricane was heading your way? Picture this. The wind begins to howl, the skies darken, and the news warns of an impending force of nature. Hurricane Henri, a storm that has already left countless homes damaged and millions without power, is on its way. You're told life as you know it may come to a standstill, and staying indoors becomes your only option. This is a reality many have faced. Let's dive into the story of Hurricane Henri to see how people responded. In the coming years, the eastern US could face a major hurricane named Henri. As we delve into the potential havoc that Henri could wreak, let's first understand what this hurricane is all about. Henri, a tropical storm that could morph into a powerful hurricane, is poised to churn through the Atlantic, possibly making landfall along the eastern coastline of the United States. From New England to the Carolinas, coastal communities could find themselves in the path of this formidable force of nature. The potential for devastation is immense, with Henri having the capacity to flatten homes, rip apart infrastructure, and cause widespread power outages. It's a sobering reality that Henri could bring life to a near standstill, forcing citizens to remain indoors, hunkered down, as they weather the storm. This isn't just a weather event, it's a potent reminder of the power of nature and our need to respect and prepare for it. By understanding Henri, we can better prepare, and in doing so we can mitigate the damage and protect our communities. But what exactly happened when Henri hit? When Henri made landfall, it was not just the wind and the rain that people had to worry about. It was a storm of epic proportions, a force of nature that left a trail of destruction in its wake. Hurricane Henri, with its fierce winds and torrential rains, wreaked havoc on the eastern seaboard of the United States. The impact was felt far and wide, with countless homes damaged or completely destroyed. Families were displaced, their lives turned upside down in an instant. The sight of once bustling neighborhoods reduced to rubble was a stark reminder of the ferocity of Mother Nature. But the damage was not only physical. The power grid, a lifeline for modern society, was severely impacted. Millions were left without electricity. Their homes plunged into darkness. The lack of power disrupted communication, made food preservation impossible, and turned the simplest tasks into Herculean challenges. The storm was an unwelcome guest that overstayed its welcome, bringing life to a standstill. Schools were closed, businesses shuttered, and transportation ground to a halt. The storm forced people indoors, away from the danger, but also away from their daily routines and the rhythm of life. Yet despite the widespread destruction, it was the silence that was perhaps the most haunting. The silence that followed the storm, when the winds had died down and the rain had stopped, was eerie and unsettling. It was a silence that spoke volumes about the magnitude of the disaster. In the face of such adversity, however, the resilience of the human spirit shone through. Neighbors helped neighbors, strangers became friends, and communities came together to weather the storm. It was a testament to the indomitable will of the people, their determination to rebuild, and their unwavering hope for a better tomorrow. And yet, in the face of such devastation, the human spirit remained unbroken. As we've seen, hurricanes like Henri can bring life to a standstill. They're not just a gust of wind and a downpour, but a life-altering force that can leave scars on both the landscape and the lives of those affected. Henri, like many before it, has caused considerable damage, toppling homes and leaving thousands without power, effectively putting life on pause. But amidst the chaos, there's a lesson to be learned, one of preparedness and resilience. It's a harsh reminder of our vulnerability in the face of Mother Nature's wrath, and the need to be adequately prepared for such calamities. We must remember, hurricanes don't just happen, they are forecasted, and with adequate planning and preparation, their impact can be mitigated. This is not just about weather updates and emergency kits. It's about understanding the risks, making informed decisions, and taking actions that can save lives and property. It's about creating a culture of preparedness, where every household knows what to do when a hurricane is on the horizon. So the next time you hear of a storm brewing, remember the story of Hurricane Henri, and ask yourself, what would you do if a major hurricane was heading your way?